We're here at A&G, Ohio 2013. I'm here with Captain Cedric Whittaker of the Airship Isabella. How are you doing today?
Just fine, sir. How you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Good, good. It's an honor to talk to you.
Thank you. How did the crew of the Airship Isabella get started?
We started about 3.5 years ago. Started out as a theme camp at Burning Man, and then decided that we wanted to try and make a living as artists, and the aesthetic was something we truly fell in love with. So we just started building, and it's kind of developed from there. And we've been right place at the right time kind of thing, and so we've just kind of gone from there.
Some fans may know this, but the crew has had a chance to be part of the Dickens on the Strand. How was that experience for you guys?
It was amazing. We were being a Galveston native. Been going to Dickens on the Strand since I was a little kid, and to get a chance, one, to come back, and actually work it, but two, to bring back the steampunk community, to Dickens on the Strand, and show people what we see in the steampunk community has been just off the charts. It's the people there have been really accepting of us. They love the new influx of ideas into the Victorian established time period. So it's a lot of fun getting a chance to be at home and do some of the steampunk stuff there in Galveston.
Steampunk is embodiment of manners and grace in everyday life. How does the crew get this across to other fandoms?
One, in the way we carry ourselves, not only in panels, but in our day-to-day activities. And two, in the panels that we teach, that doesn't matter what your fandom is, there's a grace to go with that fandom, that because we are fans, we need to hold ourselves to a little bit higher standards when it comes to manners and stuff like that, because you have people looking and going, oh, they're just a bunch of geeks, or they're a bunch of weirdos. You show manners and politeness and just inform people of, this is why I'm wearing this. You'd be amazed at the reaction you get from people who you think would throw insults at you. They're, oh, really? Well, explain this more to me. And the next thing you know, this big burly football player, you see him in the next convention walking in a stormtrooper outfit. Yep. So.
Now, someone who really enjoyed the manners and such of your Airship Isabella was Chris Ayers. Tell us about your relationship with him.
Chris, the Ayers brothers have a very special place in art. Chris, that is one individual that I would kill for in a heartbeat. He is the epitome of honor. He is the epitome of just generally a nice guy. I mean, he's just one of those people that, there's not a bad bone in his body. We first got to know each other a few years ago. He had a bad run-in with the steampunk community and had kind of a bad flavor in his mouth. And we were at RealmsCon and got a chance to sit down and talk, and we hit it off, and from that point forward, we've been friends, and he is definitely an ASI family member, and like I said, I consider him family. He has done nothing but, help out the community, both the anime community and steampunk, and he's been talking up A&G, Ohio, and, getting us excited about wanting to come up here, so I can't say enough things about the man that is... if you've never got a chance to meet him or, got a chance to hang out with for a couple minutes, he is just generally a amazingly nice guy.
The crew is comprised of many people. How was it in finding them on the airship journeys?
It's been a bumpy ride. I will say, and, we talk about in Steampunk the American Dream, that I don't pick the crew of the Isabella. The Isabella picks her crew. We have a pretty strenuous process for becoming a member, so you'll find out real quick who fits in with their chemistry, who truly wants to do this, because you see a lot of people are, oh, well, we want to do what ASI does. Come run with us for 6 weeks. We love every minute of it. It's truly like being in a band. You are constantly on the road. You're constantly doing work. You will get to know and see things about the guys and gals on your crew that you never wanted to know. Simply because you share a hotel room with them and you're 5 feet away from them, and you've got to be down on the con floor in 15 minutes, and you got to get everybody through showers, plus get all the missions accomplished that you need to get done. So it forms this bond and this chemistry that is the magic that is ASI. And it's like I tell people, I'm just a figurehead. I'm the poor sucker who gets stuck out there talking to people, which I don't mind doing. I love it. Those guys are the magic. Those are the guys that keep this ship in the air, and they're the ones out there on the front line talking to all these con kids and, just being the life and the magic of ASI. Has it been, all giggles and champagne? No. We've lost crew members over, different, just different paths they decided to follow. Some of it painful, some of it will leave scars for life. But I always truly believe that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So you learn from your mistakes, you learn where you could have done things better, and you move on to complete the next mission.
The crew is comprised of many craftsmen and craftswomen. What is it like being on a ship with that much talent to feed off each other?
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, it's like we were talking about in the panel area. We call it the kind of the craftsperson Cold War, because you inspire each other to better, bigger and better things. One, you give a lot of creative criticism in the artwork that we do, but at the same time you walk up and you get inspired by something because they'll look at it from a completely different way than you did, and they'll come up with some engineering thing on a piece of leather, for example, or something like that, or they'll draw an art piece. It's like, okay, I've got to make that in 3D, so off to the shop you go to start building. It's incredible, and couldn't put it into words, but there's just that. It becomes an artist maelstrom of just information and inspiration. And I think personally, I'm a little biased, but I've got some of the best artists on the face of the planet on my crew. They continuously surprise me and surpass what I thought that they could pull off. I give them a mission. Hey guys, we have the graphic novel coming up. They turn out artwork where I'm just almost in tears looking. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. So.
You guys will be featured on the television show Oddities this fall. How were you approached, and how did this project go for you?
Actually, the Oddities TV show, they put out a general call that Oddities was going to be in New Orleans doing some filming. If anybody had some weird stuff they wanted to show off, get in touch with them. And we let them know that we had an 1860s funeral carriage there in New Orleans. And so they got back in touch with us. They said, what are your plans with it? And we told them we were going to be putting it in the Mardi Gras, the St. Anne's Mardi Gras parade for Mardi Gras this year. It was being pulled by zombies. And that Mike and Ryan would be honored to come down. And I wanted a special piece to put into the carriage. So they went around New Orleans and hunted down a special piece that we got from them. And it's in the funeral carriage and was in the parade. So it was a lot of fun working with those guys and getting to talk to them and that kind of thing. So stay tuned. It's this season, so it'll be coming out here pretty soon.
Very good. And also, we talked a little bit on this coming release of the graphic novel. How is this going, and when did you guys decide it was time for a graphic novel?
We've been toying around with the graphic novel idea for about 2 years now. It was just a matter of getting all the pieces into place in the right order. So you'd be amazed at how much goes into graphic novels. And I walk down Artist Alley now, and these guys are putting out graphic novels. I'm like, I'm not worthy. Getting the art department, getting it all storyboarded out and everything that goes with it. Like I said, it's been about 2 years we've been toying it around, toying ideas and storylines and what we wanted to go with, and with some mix-up in the crew and a couple of our former members leaving to go on their own paths. I now have an art department that blows my mind every time I turn around. And I said, hey, I want to get the graphic novel, and they turned around and went, boink, there you go. I was like, wow. So we have the teaser out right now. It's issue 0. And the full graphic novel should be coming out probably within the next 3 months. And that'll be issue 1, and then there's issue 2 and issue 3. And it just follows the story of Isabella and some of our misadventures and adventures as the crew and that sort of thing.
Are there any upcoming projects that the crew wants fans to know about at this time? Of course, this room as well. Got a little project going here.
We are honored to be attached with Mad Raven Productions, who are doing what's called Twisted Skies. It's a card game. The initial box set is based around Airship Isabella, so you can play as crew members of the Isabella. Our weapons are in there. Our Kickstarter is up right now online. We're trying to get funding for it. Mad Raven's trying to get funding for it, and we're kind of debuting it here at A&G Ohio, so people get a chance to play it and see what we're playing with. It's been through beta testing and that sort of thing. But one of the things we are doing is with the graphic novel coming out, the animated series that we're working on, along with the card game and that kind of thing, is we're kind of all wrapping it in together to make this storyline so people can get a chance to not only look into what the world of Airship Isabella is in the steampunk world, but then they can sit down at a table and play the card game. One of the other things they're doing with the card game is down the line, you as a steampunk can get a card done and have your character put into the card game. So now you're being played on the table. So we're opening it up to the community. Jim Trent, who is the lead for Mad Raven Productions and is the lead game designer, has done an amazing job with the game. It's a fun game to play. I play it every now and then, get to shoot my wife and then ask her what's for dinner. No, he's done a beautiful job. Like I said, we have the animated series. Marquis of Vaudeville, a band out of Dallas that we're really, really good friends with, did our theme song, which we'll play tonight at the 102 panel for everybody to hear. We're doing the start of an animated series, and the opening is Dear Isabella, so you can see the animated series start with this music video in ode to Marquis of Vaudeville for doing our theme song for us. Of course, the graphic novel, and yeah, wow. And continue to do character builds and continue to do convention circuits and bring steampunk to the world in general. So,
is there any way fans keep up with the crew and a final message for your fans?
Yeah, you can keep up with us. We're on all the social medias. You can go to airshipisabella.com, which is our website. You can send us messages there, as well as our Facebook and Tumblr and Twitter and all the social medias that I don't know how to use are there. And that's the best way to get a hold of us is of course, on the internet. You can send us questions. If you have a commission you want done, you have some idea you want to build, drop us an email. We'll help work you through it. And any last missions, any last messages is, no matter what your fandom is, be it Star Wars, be it steampunk, be it anime, whatever your flavor is, be true to yourself, be true to your heart, be who you are. Nobody can ever take that away from you, and don't ever stop fighting. Be proud of being a geek, because the geeks are going to inherit the world. So,
well, Captain, thank you so much for joining us here.
It was an honor. Thank you.